Hey guys, we just got back from the advanced screening of The Watchmen, and we know it doesn't come out till March 6th, but we were fortunate enough to be able to see, again, an advanced screening of it, and we figured that this would be a good opportunity to tell you guys what we thought, and so you would be able to tell whether or not you'd be a good idea to go see the movie.
And let's start off by saying that we were both huge fans of the graphic novel. We have it right here. And we've read it cover to cover. And after seeing the movie just does not stand up to the precedent that has been set by the graphic novel. And I believe that any true fan of the graphic novel, after seeing the movie, would back me up on this statement. And it was kind of disappointing because I was really hyped up for it, like I'm sure a lot of you are. But after seeing it, it just really disappointed me.
I mean, I went in very optimistically, just because of things like, it's 2 hours and 43 minutes long. So I figured, it's going to be a long movie, and generally that means that they're going to follow the graphic novel more, rather than do the typical, cut everything down to like an hour and a half to 2 hours. It seemed like they were going out of their way. Zac Snyder was going out of his way to, follow the graphic novel. But it was still very Hollywoodized, which was very frustrating. I guess one of my favorite aspects of the graphic novel is the investigation of the psyche of, the individual hero. So, the Night Owl after their heyday, what are they doing? And I think that that's a fantastic, Alan Moore and Dave Gibbons do a fantastic job.
Yeah, there was no side story, no introduction. These characters were just thrown into this movie with no prior backstory provided for them. I mean, if you've read the graphic novel, you know where they're coming from, but otherwise, all you're watching is an action movie being played out.
It's true.
But I gotta say, it does have some pretty incredible special effects. If you're a fan of that kind of thing, I mean, you will certainly have that thirst sated.
The special effects are fantastic. I mean, I expected no less from Zac Snyder. He directed 300, which wasn't like the cheapest epic ever made. And the special effects were still fantastic. And so it's a very, very beautifully done film. I mean, like, cinematographically, whatever the word is, it's a very pretty film, and the special effects are just mind-blowing. But they're just missing that deeper level that the graphic novel has, and to me, no amount of CGI can change that.
Yeah, if you're one of those people that values the special effects over the actual story, then that probably means you liked episodes 1, 2, and 3 better than the original trilogy, and I hate you. All of you.
Yeah, I'm going to have to side with him on this one. But, let's see, I guess one of the most frustrating things for me was, okay, spoiler alert, sorry, but at the, stay for the end of the credits, because you get to see a little surprise, and it has to do with the Man of Steel, which I thought was a bit much. I mean, I understand, DC Comics, and this is where they're kind of announcing the release of the new Superman movie that's coming out.
I'm psyched up about this.
I'm very excited, but at the same time, I think it's kind of corny where you throw in Superman to Watchmen. They're just on completely different levels.
It was a tie-in I was not expecting at all.
Right.
And you got to see that.
Right. So, I mean, if you're going to see the movie, then see it for the special effects, and see it, I guess, for the surprise, even though it's not really a surprise anymore about Superman. But, I mean, that still frustrated me a good bit.
If you want to just see a pretty action movie, this is definitely the movie for you. But if you are a fan of the story and the characters of the graphic novel, then you will probably be left disappointed as we were.
Just read the graphic novel again. That's all we can say. All right. Well, that's it.